Nga qua đài truyền hình SBTN Texas xin kính chào quý khán giả. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay chúng tôi có một chương trình rất là đặc biệt, phỏng vấn ban tổ chức của festival của mùa thu, tức là mình gọi là Trung Thu đó. Và hiện diện ở tại đài của chúng tôi hôm nay thì có anh Matthew Low, anh là CEO của Asia Times Square cũng như là Hồng Kông Market, và ngồi ở bên cạnh Thu Nga đây là ông Ted Liêm, ông là President của UT Arlington. Và trước tiên thì chúng tôi xin được chào ông Matthew Low cũng như là ông Liêm. Hello.
Good
Matthew,
morning,
and
Jay.
hello, Mr.
Hello,
Liêm.
how are you?
Yeah, fine. I'm just introduce you and why you here, you know, about the Autumn Festival. And thưa quý vị, và hôm nay thì sở dĩ có ông Liêm ở đây là vì ông là một sponsor lớn của cái hội trăng rằm hay là gọi là hội Trung Thu. And Matthew,
Yes.
We going to do the Autumn Festival this year is how many years? What is
Yes, well, believe it or not, this is our 14th year celebrating Tết Trung Thu Mid-Autumn Festival. And I want to thank you and SBTN and also Saigon 1600 AM for always sponsoring us and being a huge part of our event. So I want to thank the viewers as well. Hong Kong Marketplace and Asia Times Square wouldn't be who we are or where we are without your support. So thank you very much. We're looking forward to a great event, even though we're still in the middle of COVID, but it should be a fun and very festive event.
Hầu như là học sinh ở tại Dallas Fort Worth, Arlington này đều đi học ở UT Arlington. Mình có UT Arlington, có UT Austin, và đó là một cái trường học mà rất là nổi tiếng và nhất là người Á Châu. With the COVID spreading right now, and talking about go back to school in person, do you have any kind of information to share?
Sure, thank you, Tina.
Yeah.
So let me just first say that the university, thank you for having me here at this show, and Matthew, thank you for inviting me. And Mid-Autumn Festival has always been one of my favorite and holiday and also celebration when I was young. Remember eating mooncake.
Yeah.
So I wanted to let me say a little bit about the University of Texas at Arlington.
Right. Yeah. Before we go into the festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the University of Texas at Arlington is one of the largest schools in Texas. It's a comprehensive public research university. We have over 60,000 students.
Wow.
And the University of Texas at Arlington is an R1 institution. This week we also announced that we are now a Tier 1 institution. That means that it signifies that the excellence in academic research and service of this institution. We are coming back in person fall semester. The first 2 weeks we will be doing a slightly different type of mode. We call it hybrid mode. So some of the students will be in classroom, some will be in virtual just for 2 weeks. Once COVID is over, we will be back fully in person within a few weeks. We have managed the pandemic really well. Our faculty and staff and students practice good hygiene. All of last year, we had very, very few cases on campus. The school never closed. We actually continue the education of the students because that is very important. In fact, last year we have another record number of graduation.
Yes.
We graduate over 14,000 students.
Ooh, 14,000
per year. And
Yeah.
we have our graduation back in May. That was a makeup graduation for 2020 and 2021. This past week, we just have our summer graduation, and we graduated nearly 2,000 students as well.
Yeah. Vâng, thưa quý vị, và ở Arlington thì quý vị cũng biết rằng economy nó very good in Arlington because of AT&T and draw a lot of visitors came to Arlington.
Arlington has, the Cowboy Stadium, the
Yeah.
Rangers Stadium, Texas Live is very vibrant, but
Especially UT Arlington.
UT Arlington a huge economic impact to the city of Arlington.
Dạ vâng. Thưa quý vị, và bây giờ thì chúng tôi quay sang với cái việc mà festival là cái hội Tết Trung Thu. So what makes you sponsor for the festival of the autumn?
Right. Well, UT Arlington is one of the most diverse universities in the country.
Right.
We are a Hispanic serving institution and also an Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islander serving institution. We graduate the most African American students in the state of Texas. So our diversity is what we are very proud of. So sponsoring the Mid-Autumn Festival it's just very natural because many of our students are actually either have Vietnamese descent or from Vietnam. Many of them are also from the Southeast Asia and Far East. So many of them do celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. So this is actually really good for our students. We have actually over 300 student clubs on campus, and many of these student clubs from Vietnamese Student Association to Chinese Student Association, all of them really celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Kind of excited, huh?
Yes,
yeah,
very excited.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe the 14th of the festival.
Yes.
Wow. Vâng, thì thưa quý vị, và ở tại Asia Times Square và cũng như là Hong Kong Market thì cũng đã có những cái festival về Tết Trung Thu, và mỗi năm như vậy thì cái festival này đã thu hút được rất là nhiều người đến, và đặc biệt là con nít, because we call it like Tết of children. Vâng, and do you have any memory when you were young, you thinking about the autumn festival?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for me, it's always about the mooncake.
Oh,
I love to eat, and so I always love the mooncake. My favorite has always been the lotus seed with the egg yolk inside. I like the 2 egg yolk. I love that salted egg. But yeah, I just love running around as a child. But I did that here in the U.S. too. I came over here when I was 6 years old, and so my dad, always celebrated Tết Trung Thu. His 2 favorite holiday has always been Mid-Autumn and the Lunar New Year. We always celebrate that at home. And so when we have the business and our business continue to grow, we want to give back to the community and host that event so that, the seniors who cannot travel back home to Vietnam or China can celebrate have the same type of environment that they used to celebrate back home. But most importantly is to make sure the children don't lose their roots. We want to continue that tradition. I think that's very important.
Right.
As I get older, my children is slowly getting older. I don't want them to lose their roots.
Yeah, just like he said, the Mid-Autumn Festivals are for a lot of countries.
Yes.
So especially Asian
Yes.
people, they love it, and there there's a story about the Mid-Autumn festival, like the moon and the moon cake, and well, when I saw him when he was a little, and he had the lantern.
Many years ago, right?
Oh yeah, he still uses a lantern to celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival. And how about you? You have any good memory about the Mid-Autumn Festival?
Yes, so I grew up in Malaysia, and I came to this country when I was a teenager. And this country has actually treated me really well, gave me a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
But I do remember vividly in Malaysia, we, in the evening during the Mid-Autumn Festival, we would carry the lantern around, and getting together with friends and family, and then have a meal. And definitely the favorite is the Mooncake Festival. I too like double egg yolk.
Double egg yolk.
Not very healthy, but it's good. It's really good. And that certainly is I feel like many of our students are from the Far East and also Southeast Asia. We have several thousands of them on campus, and partnering with Matthew Liu here in trying to bring this tradition to Arlington is really phenomenal, so that our students can experience that. Because many of them, they are either from Vietnam or their families are originally from Vietnam or from Far East Asia or Southeast Asia. That's a phenomenal, celebration that they can have.
Yeah. Back to the festival. So what do you have this year? Is it very different or special than the other year?
Yes.
In the time
Sure.
bad. COVID still spreading. But
yeah, I agree, Jay.
Yeah.
Last year we weren't able to celebrate the way we want to celebrate because of COVID. And so last year we only did one evening. But I think with more and more people being vaccinated, everyone are more aware of the situation. More people are willing to wear face masks. And I encourage everyone to come out to Asia Times Square to celebrate with us, to continue to wear your face mask and practice safety protocol. Maintain good hygiene and whatnot. But we will celebrate bigger and better than last year for sure this year. We're going to have 3 days. Yeah, 3-day event.
September.
In September. So it's going to be September 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Right.
So on Friday, the September 17th, we're going to have our opening ceremony where the mayor of Grand Prairie, Ron Jensen, has come and light the lantern like he always does. And then we're going to give out presents or gift bags to the children. In order to promote culture, we welcome all with open arms to Asia Times Square. And after we give out the gift bag to the children, we're going to play a movie called Over the Moon. And I think it's a wonderful movie. It tells everything about the Moon Festival. The whole storyline is about the Moon Festival and how we celebrate. So I encourage everybody to come out, have fun. There's going to be plenty of food. Going to be plenty of food, and it's just going to be a fun event. And then we follow that with a Saturday concert with Minh Tuệ, and then another movie on Sunday night. So really a packed full weekend.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, và ceremony của cái Tết Trung Thu đó là vào ngày thứ Sáu. What time?
Start at 6 o'clock.
6 giờ chiều. Thì quý vị tới đó thì quý vị sẽ thấy là ông thị trưởng của Grand Prairie, ông sẽ đốt cái đèn lên. Like every year, it's a very excited moment. Vâng, và cũng sẽ có những cái thức ăn rồi. What is the travel to the moon? Is it the story of the king go to the moon and saw the
well,
lady
yeah,
there?
I think the storyline over the moon, yeah, it's a little bit about that. Yeah,
Chú Cuội Anh Hằng Nga. Vâng, thưa quý vị, và đó là những cái câu chuyện mà quý vị sẽ thấy ở trong cái movie ở tại Asia Times Square ở trong cái Tết Trung Thu này. And how about you? And you think a lot of students from UT Arlington will attend the festival?
We definitely hope so. We will promote the event on campus, and it is great to see an alumni like Matthew Lowe be able to build a business here and bring such great tradition to Arlington, closer to our campus, so that our students can enjoy it. Because we have 240,000 alumni. He's one of them, of course. And
very proud.
65% of them live in Dallas-Fort Worth area,
right.
From 240,000 alumni. And these alumni, every year contribute $22 billion to the economy of North Texas. $22 billion.
Wow.
The university contribute, as Matthew said earlier, a significant employer in Arlington, and we contribute about $1.4 billion to this region in terms of the economic impact. So very significant. And so what's significant about his ability to bring this Mooncake Festival here, is many of our alumni are originally either their family or they originally are from Far East and Southeast Asia. So being able to enjoy this event is phenomenal.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, đây là một cái Tết Trung Thu rất là đặc biệt mà Matthew cũng như là ông Liêm đã nói. Thì những cái người mà học sinh, những cái người mà bây giờ đã tốt nghiệp và những người mà đã làm nên cái sự nghiệp là tốt nghiệp từ trường UTA rất là nhiều. Vâng, thưa quý vị, và điều này là rất là đặc biệt. Và năm nay thì UT Arlington đã sponsor cho cái Tết Trung Thu này. And go to the detail. And you said like 3 days in September, 17, 18, and 19.
Yes.
So the 17 is like open ceremonies, and the other two. 18 and 19, what do you have?
Absolutely. Thanks for asking. So the 17th is basically an opening ceremony with the mayor. I believe the mayor of Arlington, our new mayor, Jim Ross, is also coming as well. And then on Saturday, it's going to start from 12 until 10 p.m. Okay, there'll be a lot of food vendors. There's going to be a lot of music, entertainment. We have cultural performances from K-pop, Japanese drummers. Minh Tuệ is coming to perform on Saturday. So that, she's one of the most favorite popular Vietnamese singers. So that's going to be very fun. And then follow the same thing on Sunday. We're going to have more cultural performances. And then follow
from 12 also?
Yes. And then we'll also have another movie to show for our children. This event, Tết Trung Thu, is all about the children. So we want to, bring out and entertain them as much as we can. So Sunday, there's another movie called Wish Dragon. And Asian, we just love dragon, lion dance. It's just very fitting. But, there's one thing I do want to say to you. And number one is I appreciate our friendship, your partnership. You're always sponsoring Asia Times Square event. But I do want to thank Dr. Lim, president of UTA, very much for your support of our event at Asia Times Square. It helps us with our mission of preserving tradition and promoting culture. And I'm just huge. You could tell I'm very proud UTA alumni.
Oh,
Just
that
as
is
UTA tie. And one of the, I'm just very happy. Yesterday, I think it was announced that UTA is designated as Tier 1. That is a huge accomplishment. Can you tell us a little bit about Tier 1?
Yeah.
Sure, definitely. First of all, we will have some of our students, participating in some of the performance at Asia Times during the Mid-Autumn Festival. So this is a great opportunity for our students to showcase their skills and cultural ability. Tier 1 is a drive that the University of Texas at Arlington has started about more than a decade ago. This is an ambition of the university to be one of the world's preeminent research university, public university, and signifying excellence in research, excellence in teaching, and excellence in service to the community and to the state of Texas and to the world as well. Because we are actually a global university. We welcome, we have students from every state in the United States, and we have students from over 100 countries studying here. And so the University of Texas at Arlington is a vibrant, very diverse, very international campus, okay, that when people come, they learn, they innovate, they teach, they do research, and they have a significant impact into this region, the state, and also the world. So Tier 1, okay, really signify that it's a stamp of approval. It's an affirmation that we are a research powerhouse in the state of Texas. And being situated in the middle of DFW Metroplex in the city of Arlington, downtown city of Arlington, is just phenomenal because we can draw people from east and west and north and south as well. I think those who are from Vietnam or those who are second generation or third generation Vietnamese here, I think several thousands of our students are from Vietnam or have the Vietnamese origin as well. Total Asian population, including international students and domestic students, we're close to 17% of our student population are Asian. And that's why we are designated as an Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islander serving institution. So if you think about all the major universities in this country, how many of them are Hispanic serving, Asian American and Native American and Pacific Islander serving, R1 institution, which means one of the top research institutions, and Tier 1. There's only a few in the country that is in this class. So we're in a very special group.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, và đó là những cái điều mà chúng ta rất là hãnh diện, và chúng ta có một cái trường đại học nổi tiếng như là tại Arlington này, và phần đông trong đó là người Á Châu, đủ mọi sắc dân hết, là từ khắp nơi ở trên thế giới về. Vì vậy cho nên khi mà nói về Arlington, when people think about Arlington, they think about UTA. Cái đó là một cái điều rất là đặc biệt. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how long you know Lowe's family, and what do you think about the one sit next to you?
Well, he's a big phenomenal, great. I knew Matthew Lowe the day I came to Arlington in 2017.
Really?
I met him when we had, I think we had lunch at the University Club.
Yes,
and when I saw him, I said, this alumni is phenomenal. He's doing
Yeah.
great things, not just for our students and faculty, but the entire Metroplex. He's been a blessing for the university, a blessing for the DFW area. And I hope that also, certainly, many of the audience will be from Vietnam or with Vietnamese origin, a blessing to the Vietnamese community here and in Vietnam as well.
And how many times you attend Mid-Autumn Festival?
I've never missed one, I think.
I
think I've always been to
every
everyone.
He came to Arlington has attended
really?
everyone.
That's very good.
But if you don't mind, let me share something about Tech Lim here. You know, he came to UT Arlington as a provost. And then shortly after, the president at that time, Dr. Vistav Kapari, stepped down. And then the Chandler, UT's Chandler, appointed Dr. Lim as the president, the interim president. And this is right before COVID hit, Jay. Right before COVID hit. So can you imagine just all of a sudden you're taking over the entire university, which have 60,000 students. Right? Can you imagine the challenges and the responsibility he has on top of adding COVID in the midst of COVID and had to deal with the safety of all the students? He did all that. Wow. continue to
yeah.
achieve tier 1 designation. That is unbelievable. That's
Unbelievable.
remarkable.
Right.
So, I mean, we are extremely blessed. UTA is extremely blessed. I think the entire Metroplex is extremely blessed to have Dr. Lim as president of the UTA. You know,
Yeah.
And I love that school.
Right, yeah. And yeah, it's amazing. And the people like Dr. Lim or Asia Times Square survive with the pandemic. Năm nay là có 3 ngày, ngày 17, 18, 19 của tháng 9 này. Thì quý vị nhớ ghi xuống lịch. Và ngày 17 là ngày mà opening của cái Tết Trung Thu vào lúc 6 giờ chiều. Thì quý vị nhớ đến cũng như là xem những cái thủ tục mà đốt đèn của ông thị trưởng của PRAIRIE, và cũng sẽ có mặt của những người mà chức trách của Mỹ nữa, thì rất là đông.
Again, our festival would be nothing without the support and love from our community. And
that our facility is for Asian, and that's absolutely not our purpose. In order to promote culture, we welcome all with open arms to Asia Times Square.
And the audience, we need you to come out and celebrate with us. We can promote it, we can host it all we want, but without your coming in and joining in the celebration, it would not be successful. And I want to thank the sponsors, specifically UT Arlington. I love the school. I love the partnership that we have with the school, and Dr. Lim has been wonderful. Thank you for your leadership as president, and as well as you, Jay. I mean, you've known me since I was shorter than you.
Now he's much taller than me.
And yeah, I just am very blessed and thankful to be in the situation we're at, to be able to give back to the community. And we wouldn't be able to do that without this love and support from the Vietnamese community specifically.
How about you?
Well, first of all, thank you, Tina and Matthew, for having me in this show. We are very glad, to be a partner with Asia Times Square to bring this phenomenal Mid-Autumn Festival culture and event to close to the university. Many of our students from the Far East, also from Southeast Asia, and our faculty as well, who are from that region, be able to enjoy and celebrate and reminiscent on how they have actually celebrated this time. So again, thank you so much for having me here, and certainly the University of Texas at Arlington is a public research institution that is ready to serve the people of the state of Texas.
Cánh chim tìm về tổ ấm.
Hãy tìm đọc cuốn sách mới của nhà văn Thu Nga, hồi ký 45 năm nhìn lại.
45 năm qua như một giấc mộng dài. 45 năm đủ để một cây non trở thành cổ thụ. Biết bao nhiêu nỗi thăng trầm cho người Việt tị nạn và cho chính tác giả. Tác giả sẽ đưa người đọc đi từ vùng quê Huế, một miền Trung nhỏ bé tuy hòa, tới cao nguyên Pleiku mù sương, tới Sài Gòn hoa lệ, rồi tới khi nước mắt nhà tan, theo chân dòng người di tản tới Philippines, Guam, Arkansas và Texas.
Đọc 45 năm nhìn lại để biết trong sinh hoạt cộng đồng, đoàn thể, hội đoàn có nhiều câu chuyện mà bây giờ mới được tiết lộ. Đọc để thấy mọi chuyện trên đời xảy ra không phải vì ngẫu nhiên mà có một sự sắp đặt của Thượng Đế. Mỗi một người sinh ra đều có sứ mạng của riêng họ. Đọc để thấy chính quý vị cũng có hình ảnh thấp thoáng trong 400 trang sách. Muốn đặt mua sách xin gọi Đỗ Văn Hạnh 214 732 8318. Muốn đặt mua sách xin gọi Đỗ Văn Hạnh 214 732 8318.